let go of the grudge or the hurt we have. Sweetie, they moved on a long time ago. Like they're not even there. Because that's in umenzi akakhohlwa, but the one who did you, shem. Nalaba basikolotayo. Nalaba sibakolotayo siyanikhohla sikisini yabo. Kuba kuningi.
Uyamkhohlwa umuntu omkoletayo.
Yeah. You know?
Most broke kahle.
Yeah. And so umkhothwa akakhohlwa.
Oh my word.
Okhotiweyo.
Umkhothi.
Guys, if you just tuned in, the show started 7. Please listen so you can get the context. Umkhothwa.
Oh my word.
Umkhothwa akakhohlwa, but umkhothi uyakhohlwa.
Akhohlwa.
Afike uphendula akhothe.
Yeah, ngizwe ukuthi ngithini. Siyazwana manje.
Oh my word. To people that just joined in, it was a joke earlier on, hey? It's not the truth that someone, whatever, but yeah.
Who's this person ukhothi?
Mana manje sesikhuluma ngabo someone sikhuluma ngabo.
Hayibo.
It's exactly minutes.
And I have another comment.
Yes, but
say
we have more.
Kendra and Jobek saying redemption isn't about being perfect. It's about owning your story and choosing the better every day.
Yeah, boy. Bese sinomaya wasepitori ati. Redemption to me means second chances. I was in a toxic relationship for years and I had to walk away. It was hard, but I've since found healing. My redemption has been about reclaiming my peace and learning to trust myself again. You know, I admire people that come from toxic relationships because that is a very hard relationship to let go of. Like I have someone I was talking to who was telling me how love of life abuse. Even if like I've never loved anyone the way I loved that guy. Then why did it end? Because he used to like beat me up.
He was abusive.
He was even emotionally but I love him and that toxic love. I'm just grateful that I've never been. Hopefully I will never be in that toxic relationship because I don't think that anything that is love. It has to be painful, my child. I don't know. Like, why sibe ne pain?
Into ebuhlungu ukuthi azange ngashaywa before. I don't know how does it feel.
Ikhona indlela.
Need to try me?
I don't know how does it feel like.
So you wanna experience being beaten up?
No, like no.
What
like,
are you saying,
no, like angifuna ukuzwa ipain nan but ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi kahle kahle kufila kanjani nje okay usumshayile umuntu how do you feel good
as a person?
Hayi man.
Yeah, no, Mina, what I would say is I would not advocate for it. I don't think you need there is a way where you can discipline a woman in a private space. But I wanna bring it back home, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking on redemption, there's a famous figure that we all know and hopefully we still love. He went on this platform and he said he doesn't care about his fans. He thinks his fans are just exaggerating everything. He feels he doesn't need the need to take pictures with them, videos with them, and everything. Right? His name is Scott Mapuma.
Yeah,
right?
we have to talk about him being ignored.
So. Yeah, at Cotton Fest, there was but going back to redemption, right?
Yes.
Do you think him having uttered the words that he has uttered to say, guys, I don't need you, only God put me here and only God can take me from this position I'm in, I don't want to be, do you think what redemption story can that make for him if he was to say, okay, I need to go back to my fans, but teeny bone.
Yeah, I think that's the first thing he must do. Go back to another podcast or on his live on TikTok and say, sorry, South Africans, because wow, South African fans, I'm telling you, don't cross with them.
Don't.
Like, no matter how big you can be. And my thing is, how are you going to tell me that we didn't make you, whereas we listen to your music, we buy the tickets to your concerts or wherever event you're going to, we stream your music, we follow you, we tap when you go live. Do you understand? The reason you are getting that guap is because of our numbers, because if now, because look at what happened to Cotton First. If now which brand is gonna wanna book him since they know which Aishem?
He's
not a
having,
crowd puller
yeah,
now, you know,
yeah.
because it's unfair. Being
Yeah.
corporate and don't like people. Don't be in a space where you are working with people and you're gonna tell me, Guti, I don't like people.
Yeah.
People bore me.
Yeah.
Why do you want anything from us?
Like,
do you understand?
yes, guys, I have a different perception, like from
Scott.
yeah.
Okay.
I feel like he's being himself, yabo. So people who like who he is must follow him, and people who dislike who he is must unfollow him. Other than us telling him Guti, he has to apologize, doing what. If you feel like no, this is not for me, just unfollow him, because I feel like when you're online, you have to do you. You know, so if people like you the way you are, they're going to follow you. If they are not, they don't like what you did
Yeah.
or what you're doing, they just have to unfollow you.
Okay.
Yabo.
I do get you.
Yeah.
However, I think when you are servicing people or you are
Yes.
servicing clients,
Yes.
right? You need to understand the no-go areas, especially
Yeah.
with your
Boundaries.
clients.
Yeah.
If you have a car, the only way you got that car is through people buying your music.
Yeah.
These people are literally supporting your family.
Yeah.
They are supporting your lifestyle. And then for you to go on and say, I don't need you, even if I like you to a certain degree, but when you say I don't want you, you are forcing me to leave, right? And also, unfortunately you can't be yourself. We live in a world where you need to put on something. If Zoe needs to go to Japan,
Yeah.
she needs to wear a certain costume, because if you are yourself, trust me, no one is gonna like you, right?
Yeah.
If you are yourself, you get to a corporate space, they tell you this is how we do things, you need to wear a suit. You are not yourself, but you need to wear that suit. But when you get home, you can be yourself, you can laugh, but as soon as you go out, I think you need to put on something. I think it's a conversation that Ike and DJ Spoo were having, to say, guys, in the corporate space or where you are working, it's a year-end function, so you're jive because you want to be yourself. Dance, I will read the room. So sometimes I think fit into the moment, fit into the situation that's happening. Like, for instance, you've got the numbers, you know how to interact nabantu. There's things that you hold for yourself, but when you get into a space, you know, okay, now I need to be this way. That's putting on a costume, that's putting on some. So I think if he wants to redeem himself, I think he needs to address the inner things that maybe he wanted to address at first, and it came out wrong, maybe, Zoe. I don't know. I feel like there's things he wanted to say, but because he said this, now he's holding on to it.
Or
and
maybe
he's running with
khona
it,
abantu
you know.
afuna ukubatshela bona, like, directly.
I think so, yeah.
Anginendaba nani. Maybe there's something abayishilo ngayo
Yeah,
ukuthi bayihlala
yeah,
kahle kuyo.
yeah.
Like,
I think so.
vele aningenzakala ngalutho,
Yeah.
I'm here because of God.
Yeah,
Na,
I think so.
Yeah.
I just feel like when you're in a public space, you must be willing for public scrutiny. Like,
Okay.
it's inevitable.
Okay.
There's no way I'm going to say, this is my fame. And you cannot, thing is with fame, you really have to choose how to you behave. Unfortunately, that's how you'll find a Zozi deciding to marry privately and not to the entire world. Do you understand? So you need to trade carefully, and I feel like PR is doing a whack job. You know, with how he must speak, because there are certain things that we can speak within our friends. You know, we have friends in the limelight where they'll be like, oh my God, it's exhausting, which is understandably, but you cannot go to a public platform and tell us that. And if I know euphonic back then, like ati asithuka wena matwala ati ma
Yeah,
like,
I remember that moment. Yeah,
no,
Yeah.
and it's so rude, and it also shows
like
the
then
kind of
part-
person you are, you know, because Scott mawubheka lama video bebakhombisa like videos wakhe from
old videos.
from back then, you know, from when he was starting. Beka ilaba yabona kuma club nabantu.
MC,
you know, and he was interacting with humans. He probably was like, you must come listen to me.
True.
Now we listening to you. We just want a picture.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even people saying pay my bills or pay my whatever. It's a picture, and you should feel honored that you are recognized.
True.
You know, and someone is acknowledging your work, because Imagine being famous and no one even seeing you. How sad can that be? Because it's very, you know, and don't perform then. Perform in your space. Don't perform. You know, make sure that when you go to those gigs, hide yourself. Because wow. Do you understand?
I get you.
People must understand that, especially with the entertainment industry, people make you, unfortunately. There are many people that are talented, that are brilliant, but they're not big. You know, they're not big, they're not famous. You know, so, and you irreplaceable in this industry. Also know that you are very much in all. Even Somizi, I want us to, we're gonna find a clip of Somizi ati. Yabona South Africans are shaming and saba. Like in Yatolisa, if uhlangana nami ufuna imali yokera ngizokubikeza. If uhlangana nami
I think I saw that video.
You know, because it's Yabona, if he said certain types of people, he said all the fans. And at the Cotton Fest, all the fans decided, and he was only saved by the Mlando guy, Udos.
Udos, yeah.
You know, he saved, because ngithi abathe uthi uyajiva. Nana mungayenza ngathi awunandaba kusala winendaba.
You know, but I want to shout out his team, his label, Keeper Entertainment. I think they need to, I mean, PR training is important. That's why when you get, I mean, this famous lady, may her soul rest in peace, Zahara, I mean, from basking in the streets to making it big, you know, PR training is important. How do you speak? How do you say, no, this one I don't want to speak on it, this one I can speak on it? And then also have spaces, have people that you can speak to, especially about frustrations. I mean, if I'm in a closed circle with Matwala and you, Zoe, and I know whatever I say here is confidential, it's not going to leak, I think find yourself in that position whereby like, but not in a, you know. So Ikipa Entertainment, I think they need to do better. Don't let him sink alone because it's signed to them. Yes, it's his words, but I think they need to step in and speak to his fans to say, guys, we are doing damage control, this, and that. But there is redemption. And Mina, I live by two things. Careful what you wish for, and never meet your heroes, because, hey, you will get what you want. So careful what you wish for.
Speaking of also when you meet your heroes, there's someone who went to when TD Jakes was here in South Africa. Spiritual what sister from church went to a TD Jakes things, and by the toilets, Usonia Mbele because I generation untombi, and uthi wahlangana naye toilet untombi, you know, and then she flipped, you know, she was like, I'm not Dombi, I'm Sonia. And I'm thinking like, calm down. Like, do you understand? Like,
I should never meet your heroes, guys.
When you're in fame, y'all, then don't be famous.
Then don't be, but there's a thin line also because then I get you, but there's a thin line also because when you are not famous, you are enjoying what you are doing and you enjoy those 2-3 people acknowledging you, right? And then you get famous, and then you now find out that actually, man, this is actually prison. This is worse than, you understand? And some of us, you know, like yourself, you love broadcasting, I love broadcasting, but now, unfortunately, it comes with these other things. It's just a matter of getting the training, you know, getting the right people with you so that you can maneuver, because you can only be famous for so long.
That's true.
Especially in SA, 7 years tops, and then after Lapo, you will still be relevant. You will still, but you won't be on your peak. You will get, like more, you will get 1 or 2 people wanting the picture, but that is going to die down. It's not going to be your life forever now. It's you. I can't even go to Chicken Lickings or and buy wings. I get. In the spirit of what we're talking about, can you just please take a music breather? A music breather, and then our guest we're going to talk to our guest right after this. Tango.
August.
Good morning, my beautiful people. Hope that everybody is well wherever they are. And unfortunately, it's the last hour, and it's so depressing because we've been having so much fun with the Platinum today, talking everything that is redemption. And our very much anticipated guest that we've been waiting for Hello, my darling. Good morning.
Good morning, darling.
How are you? Woo, your voice is radio voice,
Oh,
eh?
really?
It's very much a radio voice. So how was your weekend? Let's start there.
Oh, my weekend was very hectic. I had back-to-back gigs, eh?
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's work.
Work. Each job.
Okay, so today on our show we're talking. It's Mindful Monday, and we're talking about redemption, you know. And I just felt like it felt perfect for it to relate to you. What is redemption to you? Like in your life, in your storyline, what is redemption? You know, what is forgiving yourself as a person, as you in?
I feel like it's about starting over, doing self-introspection, and deciding that, you know what, I don't want to do the same mistakes. I don't want to be stepping on people's toes or just doing the same mistakes. It's about starting over, having pure energy, looking into your heart, and just living the truth.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, thank you. So, who is Ino? Kimang Ino Morolong. Where is Ino from? Who is Ino? Tell us more about Ino.
Ino is a girl from Welcome, Free State.
Okay.
Ino is a go-getter. Ino is this talented girl, multi-talented girl.
Okay.
Yes, I'm just a woman of many talents.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't like explaining myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
JT, do you have something to ask?
Yeah, man.
Ino?
Yeah, welcome to the show. You look good. You look like somebody that's from a long weekend, refreshed. You know, shades on. You love black?
I love black.
Yeah,
Take
man.
off the shades.
Yes.
I don't know. You are more than feel at home. Feel at home.
Yeah.
Has it been a good year so far?
It has been an amazing year.
Yeah.
I wanted more for this year.
Okay.
But I'm like, okay.
Got time?
Yes, regarding work-wise,
Yeah,
shows and
yeah,
opportunities, I
yeah.
would say it's been an amazing year already.
Okay.
Yes, I still want more, but
Okay.
I think it's an amazing
It's
year.
been an amazing
Yes.
year with all the hats that you wear, right? Because I'm sure there's singer in you somewhere, there's poets in you somewhere, there's dancer in you. Which hat do you think when I'm wearing this hat, right? I bring out the controversy, I bring out the danger, I bring out, you know. And then which hat would you say if I'm wearing this hat, I'm more gentle, I'm more sweet, I'm more lovable, I'm more out there. And then when I wear this hat, I'm a go-getter, I'm fierce, I'm fighting, I'm just get out of my way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like which head?
Yeah, like, because obviously you're a singer, dancer, I would think.
Not really.
You're not a dancer. I didn't I see you dance?
My daughter is a dancer.
Ah, okay. But like, which of all the things that you do, which one would you say gives you the most thrill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I'm on TV, when I do reality shows, like
Okay.
I get to be me.
Okay.
You know, I get to
Okay.
be me. I like working while I'm myself.
Ah, true.
Not
Then it's
stepping
not work. Then it's
You
not
know,
work.
it's
I
so
get you.
easy. And
Yeah.
also when I do events, like
Okay.
it's something that I feel like I was born to do.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I just do it very easily.
Oh, okay. So I heard Uzoe speaking about your voice, that you have a radio voice in voice. Yeah, so if you could keep your Instagram or your voice, like you have to choose one, what would it be and why?
If I had to choose one,
If you could only keep your Instagram or your voice, like what would it be and why?
I would keep my Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I make a lot of money out of Instagram and
Okay.
I get business opportunities
Yes.
because of Instagram.
Yeah.
Yes. So I make a lot of money there because
Like
when I
your voice.
promote businesses,
Yeah.
I get money. When I post certain things,
Yeah.
I make money out of Instagram.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to ask again, since I know the whole of South Africa that's listening right now would want to know about the controversy of who you are. Who is Ino 3 years ago and where is Ino now? In terms of you rebranding yourself, because we've been checking a lot of your interviews and I've been watching how you are changing your path in life. You are becoming something that's different to what we know you for. And also, publicly they can paint you differently. You know, people can misinterpret things or not even fully finish the video. Ayenze shoot that video the snacks. No, you actually said this. So coming here and we're talking about redemption, and this is a new Ino. This is a brand new 2025 Ino, the Ino that the force has to be reckoned with. So please tell us, where is Ino now? Who is this new Ino that we are introduced to as South Africans?
This new Ino is very calm.
Okay.
It's actually the real Ino, because back then when I was always like trending, dramatic, people would poke me. But right now, I know my limits. I know how to think before I reply to somebody poking me. So the Ino now is very calm. I'm not getting younger. I'm getting older. So I'm no longer that little Ino that if anyone pokes me, I would react immediately. So now I've even found God. I've had God even before, but I wouldn't think. I would just live a life. You're like, oh, I can khatale. But now I'm very careful. I think for myself, for my family. I'm not selfish. For my daughter, I'm a single mom. So doing things now, I don't just do things because I can talk to anyone anyhow I want. So, and I've lost a couple of opportunities because of how I would react and a lot of things. So right now it's a new Ino.
So can we safely say that this is the Ino that's finding calmness in chaos? Because the world is chaotic anyway. You can't change that, but it's also choosing how to react in the midst of that nonsense. But you're like, it's okay, girl, I forgive you. You know, God bless you. Okay.
So have you ever pretended not to care about the scandal at the moment?
Pretended not to care?
Yeah.
I wouldn't pretend. I would literally tell myself, I don't care, because if now I dwell on, let's say, Ino has done this, or Ino is what, then how am I moving forward? If I focus on what people are saying at that point, I won't move forward. I always come with solutions, not to pretend to not care, but how am I fixing this?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and how am I moving forward?
Oh, yeah. So, you've heard online beefs and all of that. So, I don't know how to call it, but what's the wildest DM you've received during the feud?
The wildest?
Yeah.
Oh, wildest DM. I get wild DMs every time.
I
get wild DMs. Recently, a wild one was such a beautiful lady sending me her nudes, saying, please sell me. I'm like, baby, you're too pretty for that. You are too pretty for that. And others, I would just get DMs, people just insulting me. But sometimes I do get the best DMs. People are nice. So I always just get wild DMs, or some weird guys can send me their nudes. It's great.
Wait.
How about
Do you wanna maybe give us the names of the? I'm joking. But listen, man, we are talking redemption, right? And thank you so much for joining us this morning. I know it's crazy waking up. We are talking redemption. I want to know what does redemption mean to you? And I think in the same breath, you can tell me what are the 5, you know what, I regret doing this. I wish I never did this. I've done it. Yes, I've done it, but I wish I can take it back. What does redemption mean to you now, knowing what you know, having traveled, the ways and roads that you've traveled? And what are the 5 things that you're like, ish, I wish I never did this?
5 things that you know what? I feel like as a woman, I've made mistakes.
Sure.
But I don't dwell too much on my mistakes, because some mistakes you can't change them. Instead, you learn on how to go forward. And how to become better, and how to do better things to a current situation or a current mistake.
Sure.
Yeah.
If I have to always go back to my mistakes, and I feel like I would be like.
No, I get you.
There.
I get you.
So,
I'm saying that to say, Zoe, in hindsight, right? Say you had Netbank, and they wanted to have you on in the campaign, right? But you did something like, man, I wish I never did that because now I lost out on the bag. Have you had those situations like, man, I missed out on this gig and that gig and this other thing because of this thing that happened?
Exactly.
And sticking to redemption also, now I know better. Now I know how to move. I've got good people around me. I can do better. Like, have you lost a bag or bags because of... Do you maybe... Please take me through those bags.
There was a time I was selected to be one of the celebrity boxers for Tumelo Ramaphosa,
Okay.
the president's son.
Sure.
So I was actually the main face of the fight.
Sure.
And part of it being chosen to be on the fight was because of my brand. Oh, Ino is a fighter.
Yeah.
Another thing is a lot of my haters
Sure.
signed up a petition to get me removed
Damn.
Wow.
of the
That,
fight.
yeah.
So now I was like, okay, if maybe I didn't do some certain things or say
Sure.
some certain things, I was still going to participate
Sure.
in that fight.
Sure.
But because of these people trying to sign me off this deal, they have so much evidence that is this, is
Sure.
that. So I lost on a bag, but I did get paid for promoting and being part of the phase because they can't just, we've signed contracts already, we've done media
Sure.
shoots.
Sure.
So yeah, I have lost.
Guys,
bags.
Zoe, before I give you, her voice matches her face. Guys, we are also live on AVR. Please do check us out on Facebook. She's pretty. She came prepared. Come on, Zoe. I'm tired of giving you guys. I'm tired of giving you guys compliments. You and Matwala, I'm dishing them out to Ina today.
Okay, so enough with the drama, enough with the controversy. Now let's get to who you are and where you are right now in life. So I just want to know, can you tell us more about your entrepreneurial journey and what inspired you to start the businesses that you're doing?
What inspired me is I've got 2 qualifications,
Okay.
but I've never worked in corporate. So I'm
And what
like,
are those
and
qualifications, love?
I've got BTech in communication science.
Yeah.
So I was like, a lot of people don't have jobs, even me. So by the age of, I think, 20, I registered my company, events company. So since then, I'm like, I should be my own boss because if I have to wait for people to employ me, then I'm going to be
Sazo.
Wait forever.
sitting and be waiting and
Yeah.
be like, yo, there's no jobs. But why not open my own business
Yeah.
and start something?
Yeah.
And then how has reality show shaped you as a person you are in terms of like in transition to entrepreneurship? How has it like shaped
It
your
shaped
path?
me because it made a name for me. I would get more gigs
Okay.
because people now they're seeing on reality shows. They seeing another different character, and then they're like, okay, we would like to work with you. Yes.
And then what are some of the things that you are doing that are in lines with the good work that you're doing with the new that people don't even know about, even when
Yeah.
you had your own drama, but we spoke about you and you said you were still you doing this, there's certain
Yeah.
orphanages that you're assisting, because I'd really like for people to know that really there's
Yeah.
more to people than the drama that you all see, because also journalists have a way of sensationalizing things and
Yeah.
making them so what are some of the projects that the world can know, Wuti? This is what Ino is currently doing, this is who Ino is helping, this is where Ino is going,
Yeah.
and this is where you can find her out also.
Yeah, I have a registered NGO. I've
Okay.
been running for years. So usually I do help matriculants with their addresses. I help also orphanages. I do a lot of charity work, and I feel like I am not those people that when I go and do charity work,
Yeah.
if I give you a mealy meal, I won't be like, yeah, I'm giving you, So I work with a lot of people that also help out. I've got sponsors, I've got people that also don't want to be out there. But I do a lot of charity work. I've helped a lot of people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any other questions?
I love this question. Hopefully, it will also get you. It's not a dramatic question.
Okay.
Right. When last did you do something for the first time?
When last did I do something for the first time?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, actually, when you think about it, it means you haven't been doing anything. You've literally been in a circle.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
that's it. Good morning.
So like, what will you say to yourself? Like, nje, ukuthi amagama ongawabeka, like on to yourself. Yeah, what will you say?
To myself,
Yeah.
I'd say, I'm so proud of you because I know where I come from. I'm a girl from a small town and I came to Johannesburg with nothing but just a dream.
Yeah.
And right now, it's not even about materials. Everything that I've been dreaming of, I've got it now, and I still need to achieve more.
Yeah.
So I would just say, I'm so proud of you. I was never in any private school or any other better things, but I've done so many things in my life that I'm currently very proud of. Yeah, because I come from nothing to something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we are running so late. So sorry, our platinums. I'm sure people were anticipating to listen to the brunch breeze, and yes, it's still platinum mornings. But, thank you so much for joining us, my love. Hopefully, you will come back for a proper 1 hour chat of a lot that we have to talk about. So it is exactly 5 minutes to 10, and I think Matwala and JT are going to say bye to our people.
Sekulate already. I am umathwala mnyamandu mkototo manjengezulu unsele nduna sonbona futhi.
Yo, it's JT, the voice, McTesson on the mic. Buffet too. Please do enjoy your Monday. Mokhodu Mondays are open. Let's go get some food. Love and respect. So I caught.
Bother with the voice. Whatever. Yo, abantu baya papa studio shem. Okay.
Thank you so much, guys.